So in today's videos, we're going to be talking about Apple Watch. So a few weeks after buying my Apple Watch, I remember that I was a bit disappointed because it was not exactly what I expected to be. I was a bit disappointed actually. Until nowadays, I actually kind of like it. In this video, we're gonna be talking about some few updates that made me love the Apple Watch and some other improvements that they have been making through the years so we actually use this thing the best way possible. But I could also say this with any smartwatch. But for now, we're gonna be talking about just Apple Watch. But before that, let's go ahead and talk about why I was not happy when I made my purchase at first. One of the reasons is because basically anything that you do here, you can also do it on the phone. Actually, some applications were simpler in the Apple Watch than in the iPhone, for example. That's normal because we know it's a small device compared to the phone. So with that said, I pretty much ended up not using the Apple Watch that much. So it was just using my phone. Oh, by the way, something that I want to mention is that I went with the Apple Watch version that you can install a phone inside of the Apple Watch. So you can have another line for that. Pretty much I was able to call anybody or to get some calls from anybody without having my phone next to my Apple Watch. And that's something that I used it like maybe I used it once or probably twice that much. However, not everything's bad. I thought it was a pretty good looking watch to wear, and since I don't have money to buy these expensive watches, a Rolex or something like that, I just decided to buy this thing. Of course guys. I know there are cheaper watches that are fake. I'm not into those. So I just decided to go with electronic one or smart. So as of now on this video, recently Apple Watch has the Watch OS 10. That's the one that they released on 2023. And also they're going to be releasing Watch OS 11 later this year, 2024. So this is basically the operating system that it's used for Apple Watches. And here they are normally changing the softwares. Change like new design, new navigation methods, and also, well actually I don't know what I'm doing twice when this guy is here. Anyway, third ones is going to be also improvement to the application. So let's talk about interface and navigation. And here I just want to let you know that I'm talking about the few updates for Watch OS 10. And later we will talk about what are the applications that I use every day and what are those applications that made me love the Apple Watch. So almost application has been redesigned to make a better use of the display, which is the little square that you guys see here on the screen. So first of all, I want to talk about Smart Stack. It's a new feature that dynamically adjusts the widgets shown based on the context. You can scroll through a stack of widgets that will offer you relevant information. As you can see, time of day, today's date, weather, calendar, fitness, messages, and more. Then also you can see the control center access. This one is great. This button, I almost never used it in the past, but now you can use it for a quicker way to reach key settings like Wi-Fi, battery, do not disturb mode, flashlight, and much more. Applications menu. As always, by pressing the digital crown, you will get to the applications. But now, look at this. If you press it twice, it will open a view of recently used applications, similar to iPhone, where you can permanently close the application. This is something that I was actually struggling in the past, trying to close those applications, especially the one for Spotify, because I will just go somewhere and then I will stop the music, but the music would be still in my Apple Watch and I will hit it and the song will actually play because it was my mistake that I just hit the Apple Watch. Alrighty, so that was interface and display. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the improvement for native applications. So I just want to let you know that I usually do not install like new applications on the Apple Watch. I usually use whatever it comes with, so the original applications. But later, I will show you guys another video of the best applications that you have to download. So let's go ahead and talk about the favorite one for most of the people that buy one of these watches, the workout application. So the workout application now supports Bluetooth sensors like power meters, speed sensors. These are some terms that are actually known by people who do cycling, or they just like bicycles and they go around doing workouts. Also, I want to mention that these metrics can also be displayed as live activities in the iPhone. The mindfulness application now offers new features for logging your state of mind, allowing users to track their emotions and get more information about their mental well-being. I will have to dig into this one a little bit more, but I never used this app before, and I don't think I will. Apple Watch now display Memoji or contact photo in conversations and when they call you, adding a more personal touch to messaging. So now basically you're not going to see the person's name. You're going to see their photo in your Apple Watch, which is a nice touch to have. Also, the application supports editing and also undoing sent messages and also sorting messages by the unread status. This will make things a little bit easier. So the Compass application, so they did some improvement to this one, and I actually find that pretty helpful, especially if you like hiking, because usually when we go hiking, there is no reception everywhere that we go. So now what you can do is that you can put like a spot where you are right now, and it will pin that spot for you. Then you can walk around, have no signal, whatever, and you can still go back to that spot without needed signal or anything. So it will be difficult to get lost while hiking now. Oh, also I want to mention that they added watch faces like a Snoopy, Palette, and more. So let's go ahead and talk about some applications that made me fall in love with Apple Watch. And the Maps application used to be an application where I will put my GPS when I go into my car. Usually I just put my maps in the Apple Car because my car has that big screen where you can see the GPS. However, the watch was a bit helpful because I don't like the sound of the GPS in my car. So for the next direction that I need to take, the Apple Watch was vibrating, which is helping me to let me know, hey, you're about to cross, or your next direction it's getting approximate. I gotta say, that's helpful. Other type of cases, it will be the screen on my car that's showing the GPS, it will get frozen. So the Apple Watch will help me in that case also. Recently, I think this was Watch OS 9. It was only showing me like the directions that you need to right turn, you need to just keep going, you need to go to the left. I don't like that. I'm more like a person who likes to watch some sort of map, I would say. So recently with the Watch OS 9, they did some updates on the map. So now when I'm driving, I can see now the full map on the Apple Watch. And that's a huge improvement for me. So another application that I like is alarms. So for example, when I'm cooking, I'm not having the phone with me because paying attention to whatever I'm cooking. And then if I need to cook something for, let's say, 5 minutes, I will just put my alarm right away here and the watch will let me know, and I don't need to, go back to find my phone or have it in there. The workout application, I actually been in a fitness journey recently, so I've been using it to track how much calories I'm burning. Obviously, this is not exact, so be careful with that. So if it tells you you're burning, 500 calories, then you shouldn't be eating 500 calories extra. You should be eating a little bit less, so you know that you're not gaining some weight. And then you're blaming the application. Also, I really like to track about my heart rate. Usually, when I'm working out, I like to get my heart rate a little bit high, so I know that which one is my highest point. So once I get there, I just chill down a little bit, I rest, and then I go back to it. Also, I want to mention that the standing up is attached to the workout application or the fitness application. I actually don't use it that much, to be honest with you. Every time that I get a notification that it's time to standing up, I usually just ignore it. But some people does it and that helps them. So there you have it. So the calculator tips, it's a really nice application. I'm not pretty sure if that exists on the iPhone. I tried to find it and I never did it. So just let me know in the comments if it actually there, because I tried to find it and I haven't seen it. So basically what it does is, imagine that you go to a restaurant and usually they will put the tip and the total in the receipt. But some other places they don't do it. However, what you can do is that you can go in your Apple Watch to the calculator application, and then you can put the amount, the full amount of the receipt, and then you can just go to tip, and using the crown you can just edit if you want to leave, let's say 10, 15, 20, 25%, whatever you want, and it will give you the amount and then the total. And finally, the most important one, which is the camera. So as you guys can see here, I'm currently recording this video. Yes, I do record in my phone, and I do this alone. So basically what I just try to do here is that I sit down right here, and then I'm looking at the camera, and then I'm looking here in my Apple Watch if I actually in the point that I want to be. So once I'm in that point, then I just hit play and I will start recording. How easy is that, right? Now, if you're asking me, would you buy the new one? My answer will be no, I wouldn't buy a new one unless they have some incredible feature that is not on this one. And I also want to let you know that I'm using the Series 6. They're currently in the Series 9. And so far what we have seen is that usually they improve the Watch OS, and this improvement doesn't go to Series 1 or Series 2. So I'm not sure if that will happen at some point with Series 6. And if that happens, then yes, I will buy a new one because I want to be updated. But for now, I think this one it's more than enough for me. And also, if you want to buy one of those or any smartwatch, do your own research first, watch other reviews about it, can be about any smartwatch, and then choose if it's actually that it works for you or maybe not. Also, if you're interested in these reviews, go ahead and get a sub on my channel, like this video, and also if you're interested, you can also watch my previous video that you can have it right here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.